In a fraction of a second, the green tree python executes a perfect ambush.
Early morning. The air is damp. Dew clings to the rice stalks. A light breeze moves through, sunlight cutting across the water. Beneath the grass, a massive python slides forward, heavy, slow, silent. It's hunting. Up on the bank, a few field rats nibble on fallen grains. Small, quick, completely unaware something's watching them. Have you ever seen rats attack a python? You're about to. In the tall grass, a few fat field rats wandered lazily. They squeaked softly, chewing on the leftover rice from the last harvest. None of them knew that a long, silent shadow was moving closer. The python could feel every vibration in the ground. Each tiny footstep of a rat was a signal, a map leading straight to its prey. It stopped, raised its head, and flicked its tongue again and again, tasting the air. The sharp, musky scent of rat clear, rich, almost sweet, filled its senses. Then, whip. In a flash, the python struck. It lunged like a steel whip, lightning fast and deadly. 3 rats disappeared into its jaws in one brutal snap. A few sharp squeals tore through the field, and then silence.
In a fraction of a second, the green tree python executes a perfect ambush.
But this hunt didn't go the way the python expected. The sound of death sent shockwaves through the field. Rats scattered in panic. And then, something strange happened. A few seconds later, they turned back. Field rats live in clans, bound tighter than most people realize. When one of them dies, the rest go mad. They don't flee, they fight. The first few burst out from their burrows, climbing through the grass, straight toward the predator. One jumped onto the snake's body, then another, then dozens. They clung to its scales and bit down sharp teeth, tearing its skin, once thought unbreakable. The python had no claws, no poison, no armor, only muscle and bone. And now, even that wasn't enough. Tiny bodies swarmed it, biting at its neck, its eyes, the soft spots beneath its scales. The snake twisted, coiling, striking at the air, a storm of muscle and pain. But the harder it fought, the tighter they clung. The smell of blood filled the air. The rats didn't back off, they were fighting for their own. Squeaks and hisses, splashes and screams, it was chaos made flesh. The python slammed its head into the ground, writhing. Its long tongue flicked wildly, tasting panic in its own breath. Pain took over instinct. Hunting was over. Survival was all that was left. With one last surge, it thrashed through the grass and bolted toward the river. Its body plowed through mud and reeds, dragging a swarm of biting, clawing fury along its back. Then, splash! It crashed into the river, sending up a white plume of water. Cold water rushed over its wounds. The rats began to fall away, not out of fear, but because the current was too strong. The python dove deeper, twisting, rolling, trying to shake them loose. When it surfaced, its breath was ragged. Blood mixed with water around it. Its eyes, once sharp and golden, now looked dull, wild, and frightened. The river fell quiet again. The surviving rats scrambled back to the grass, carrying the memory of fury and perhaps revenge. Half of the python's body lay under the water, half on the muddy bank. Its scales were torn, bleeding. Stray tufts of rat fur clung between them. It lifted its head slowly, breathing hard. Those golden eyes, once the mark of a hunter, now showed only pain and exhaustion. The easy meal had become a brutal war. The hunter had become the hunted. In nature, there are no kings, only survivors. No one rules forever.
In the fading twilight, instinct gives way to fear, and finally, to silence.
Evening settles over the fields. The wind moves through the rice stalks, whispering softly, as if nothing ever happened. But here, a story of survival has just been written in blood and instinct. The python, having escaped, lies beneath the reeds near the riverbank. It licks its wounds, scales blistered and torn by tiny teeth. And in that fading light, it seems to understand something. In this world, even the smallest can be terrifying when they stand together.